beautiful people. All right, all my motivators, my hustlers, my inspirators, and everyone else watching today's video. Welcome to the Punchline. My name is Manuel, and we're gonna dive right back into what we discussed in the last episode of the Punchline. Last episode, you got a little preview, a little dive into what happens when the power of manifestation actually goes into reality. We saw what happens when we actually put ourselves out there, not just by physically putting ourselves out there, but with the optimism and the energy that we decide to put out. Now, as we continue along with this journey, we're gonna strike day 3, and there's more to come. But as we go on, I need you to be in the right mindset. We're gonna listen on what it means to use our words, but with discretion. And to know when to say some things and when our actions are gonna speak for ourselves. So day 3 rolls along, and we actually had some plans today. Tina had a friend that was already in LA, and we were getting ready to meet up with him while the rest of the group were going to go off and see their own sites out in Los Angeles. Funny enough, if we remember back into the original video, Tina and I manifested 3 things right off the bat. And I was like, you know what, Tina, guess what's about to happen? She's like, what? I'm like, Tina, we're gonna meet a celebrity. And naturally, she was like, what do you mean? Like a TikTok celebrity or someone we know off the internet? And I'm like, no, Tina. Nah, this is somebody we're gonna know off the rip. And once she heard that, she was feeling the energy. And she was like, you know what? You're right. Guess what else? I was like, what else? She's like, we're gonna end up on a rooftop. Somehow, some way. We'll end up on a rooftop. I'm like, you know what? You right, Tina. Guess what else? You know what else? She said, what? I was like, we're gonna be in an exotic car. Hey, I don't know how, but we'll end up in an exotic car. And right off the bat, we had those 3 things that we just spoke into existence. And just the friend she was meeting with actually suggested a spot that just happened to be on a rooftop. We had immaculate vibes, chill, cool environment, but the views were amazing. We were able to see the Hollywood sign and other views of Los Angeles, and it was a good time. But as we were sitting down enjoying brunch, her friend was giving us insight on what he's seen in his time in LA. He was describing the hustler mindset that everybody has, in which everybody's got to get it by any means. But he also broke down on how many masks there are because of the fact that everyone has to find a way to achieve their own goals and achieve their own dreams. It lets you sit back and really think on how everybody really is running their own marathon. But it reminds you to be confident in the own path in which you're taking. And know that it's gonna take time. But you also have to know if it's worth chasing as well. Because taking risk is only worth it if the reward on the other side is greater. So as we finish up brunch and get ready to meet back up with the rest of the group, we're planning on what to do next. And the next move ended up being the Grove. If you've ever been to Los Angeles, the Grove is a beautiful public area. It's a nice half supermarket shop area, but then the other half is outside mall. So once we got to the Grove and got to see some of the cute shops, a lot of natural foods, a lot of good looking foods over there, we went to the other half, and that was the outside mall part. That part had immaculate vibes, beautiful scenery, water fountains, cool looking shops, every site that you can see. It was great. And naturally, the group was split again. You know, when you go on trips, it's hard to keep the group together, especially if you're in a place you've never been before. You just want to see everything, go everywhere, and really just enjoy the place that you're at. So here I am by myself, walking, taking in the Grove, taking in all the sights and scenes and everything. And as I'm walking, and mind you, I was recording too. I was doing my vlogging. For some reason, in the corner of my eye, a person just caught my attention. And once I looked over and saw who it was, I couldn't believe that he was just walking like he was just an ordinary person. The person I ran out to turned out to be none other than Jabari Banks, star of the new show Bel-Air. And it was kind of crazy, one, that I recognized him because I watched that show. It was a great show. But two, how in his eyes, he was just taking in the scenes as well. But from my point of view, I see him as a whole star. And ask him, how are you just walking around here like you aren't on TV and like you're not a whole star? But then I actually got to conversate with him, and he was explaining his point of view on how he just got to LA. And literally, he pretty much knew not only to the area, but knew to being a star in itself. It was very insightful to see how his journey was literally beginning right then and there. How he's seeing the impact of the show, not only from a stardom standpoint, from literally from a monumental standpoint. I'm seeing how people resonated with the characters and how literally he's now the new Will Smith. But he didn't even know how significant bumping into him was for me. How just being optimistic about the environment I was in created an energy that gravitated me towards him. And as we have this discussion, it still hasn't dawned on me that this is another day in which I was minding my business, but then some celebrity just happened to cross paths with me. Because it's more than coincidence now. Now things are just lining up perfectly. And I still can't believe how it's being done. Jabari and I continue to talk and continue to just stroll around with each other through the Grove and really just get insight on how his time was in LA. Funny, he even hit me with the famous LA quote on how Los Angeles is a town that will make you forget where you come from. Don't let it do that. And hearing that really just testified to being confident in who you are and what you bring to the table. You need to be able to exude that confidence so that other people that are seeing what you bring to the table can feel it as well. After talking to Jabari and being able to really be cool with him, it was a moment of reflection on how dreams are really attainable, but understanding that there's a process to it will give us the patience we need to keep going and make it happen. So after I met up with the group, they couldn't believe it. They were shocked and couldn't understand how once again another star just happened to cross paths with me so naturally, so effortlessly. And funny enough, my brother, he actually saw us from a distance talking with each other. But he hesitated to come over and talk to us. But why is that? That's actually because he wasn't all in on the power of manifestation just yet. Everyone else in the group was now actually believing. They knew that this only happened because we put ourselves in the right path to make it happen. Yeah, they were shocked and upset that they couldn't be there to witness it go down, but seeing it happen literally in the same place they were, still an amazing experience. And walking away from that obviously gave me more reassurance, but what it really did is what it showed what a lot of people in LA really already know, is that sometimes your words don't hold as much weight as much as the energy in which you're coming with does. Sometimes we have to watch what we say and when we say it, because our words can either be the key or It could be what holds us back. All I'm saying is use your words with discretion. And know when the right times are and when not to use them. As we continue on to the day, we had to make a pit stop before we headed back to the B&B. A long day at the Grove after being Jabari, we were definitely satisfied with how the day went. But we weren't done just yet. We got an invite actually to a party that was going on later that night. Funny enough, it was a DJ event that said bring your friends. That was the name of the event. And it was happening in an open roof area that had a whole lot of space, and it looked like it was gonna be a good time. Now the rest of the group wasn't really for it just because it wasn't their scene, but hey, my friend Tina, she was down for the ride. So Tina and I were the only ones that got ready and were ready to go to this event. Yes, we had to pay, but we came to find out it was worth it. Once we pulled up, we came a little bit early, you know. We didn't come right at the start time, but you know when you come to a function that you want to make it on time, but not too on time, you want to be right there. But once we came, there were people there, but we saw how big the area was, so we saw the potential in which it could be. As more people started coming, as the DJ started playing the music, we started having a good time. It was turning more into a vibe as we speak. The night was young, but the music was nice and it was a good time. Had some Afro beats playing in there. It was a vibe. So imagine hundreds of people already having a good time and we're just enjoying ourselves. Now, mind you, I did not go in thinking anything was going to happen. I really just wanted to enjoy the time in LA, and Tina was down to do the same. But that spirit of optimism and unapologetic enthusiasm was still surrounding my body. That aura, that energy I was given was still apparent. And I didn't know it. But as I was taking a break from dancing, because you know your boy get down, dance floor. Wanted to go slide and get some water, you know, just to take a break and really just catch my breath. As I'm waiting in line to get some water, these two guys, they're passing me, and then one of them bumps into me. And usually, you know, especially on guys, right? When you bump into somebody, you might be like, hey, bro, watch out. But that's not the energy I gave, nor was it the energy they received. When he bumped into me, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, man. You all good? And he's like, oh yeah, bro, appreciate you. Hey man, are you a YouTuber or something? I'm like, what? I was like, what makes you say that? And he said, yeah man, you just look like a real talk show host or a YouTuber or something. Do you do anything like that? I was like, man, no way you just said that. And the person he was with, he was like, yeah, bro, you definitely give off the energy of that. And I was just telling him, like, wow, that's really, that really means a lot. You don't even know it. Right then and there, they were speaking things onto my life that were prophesying essentially the goals in which I have for myself. He broke it down to me that your energy is that authentic in which it can show itself just based off the way you present yourself. That lets me know before I even got a chance to say anything that the energy I was presenting and the aura I was giving was already saying enough for me. For those two guys that did not even know me to randomly say that, I couldn't believe myself. Obviously, I made new friends, but it was so significant because it really was another reassurance that I didn't know I needed until I got it. So you can assume that after hearing that, your boy was happy. I was definitely feeling better about myself and just good about what I can bring to the table. So as I got my water and I'm got my big smile on my face, heading back into the party, I noticed somebody just making their way into the crowd, minding the business, walking by themselves. Mind you, there's hundreds of people there. Random people. Don't know who's who. So when this guy just starts walking in the crowd, he just stands out to me. So I just take a peek real quick. Who is that? Let me find out that it's none other than Leon Thomas, famous producer, old actor from Nickelodeon's Victorious, literally strolling his way into the party. And at that point, I'm just blown. Mind blown, because one, he's just strolling so casually. After I, first off, made it clear that, is that Leon Thomas? He said, yeah, bro. We were able to talk and literally have a one-on-one conversation. And that was just so natural, so cool. He's literally as cool as I literally imagined he would be, just based off him being on television. But as I was talking to him and literally breaking down to him what just happened and the significance of meeting him, he was telling me that it's because of the energy I have. He was reassuring me that I had the energy that gravitates towards those kind of things. And that means that is what I'm destined to do. I'm gonna start tearing up, man. I couldn't believe it. Back to back, the amount of reassurance that I was just given, I didn't even know I needed it. But it happened in a way that I couldn't plan. It happened before I could even say anything. Hopefully you see where I'm getting at. That even though that there's things in life that are out of our control, we can definitely have an impact on the way things go when it comes to our life experiences. We have to realize that we play much more of a role in the things that happen to us than we may think. Please, if you don't learn anything from watching what happened, at least understand how powerful your words are. Because we both know with great power comes great responsibility. I don't have to tell you that. All I'm telling you is that your words have that much power. Be responsible with them. That trip was just supposed to be a 5-day vacation. But it ended up changing my life for the better. Our life experiences can provide the kind of lessons that we need to ultimately grow. Understand that life is more about how we respond to the things that happen to us, rather than a culmination of the things that do happen to us. I couldn't believe what was happening to me as it was happening. But I'm thankful that I learned these lessons from it, because now I'm acting on it. And I'm making sure that that experience didn't go to waste. Please, my lesson to you is that any life experience that you go through, don't let it go to waste. Whether it be good, whether it be bad, make something of it. And only you decide what you get out of it. from me to you, please keep remembering, push until new creations happen. And you'll be surprised what you'll be able to create. Stay blessed, stay peaceful, and remember, always be the positive over the negative.
In with Leon Thomas, you guys know what he is, man.
What's happening?
Hey, Leon, I just want to say I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
I really appreciate you, man.
Any words of advice for the people out there, Leon?
Listen, stay focused and stay prepared. Because that is really what it's all about. Preparation means opportunity equals success.
Most definitely. Leon, thank you so much.
Right,
hey,
cheers.
Leon, can you please give a shout out to Nardi Nation and Chicago from Illinois?
Yo, shout out Nardi Nation. What's up?
Hey,
And okay,
you,
I'm here at the Grove. Guys, the vibe is everything, okay? We're talking music, we're talking bar, grill, anything you want is here. Hold on, my guy. You were really just about to come and cruise here? You're really just, hold on. This is Jabari.
Who is this?
This is Jabari. This is Jabari Banks. Hold on, I'm not about to make a big fuss or nothing, but you really just about to walk into LA. You're a whole superstar,
Chilling, bro.
and you're just chilling.
Yeah, bro.
Talk to me about the vibes. Talk to me about this whole experience, because Bel Air, I'm sure you've heard everything, bro.
Yeah.
But you know it's really revolutionary, right?
Yeah, bro,
You
yeah.
know you guys
Oh,
did
yeah.
something major, right?
Thank you, bro.
Please talk to me about that, bro, because I'm an inspiring up-and-coming interview. I'm trying to be a TV personality, like the next Steve Harvey, Nick Cannon kind of thing. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. So, literally, I'm from Chicago. Literally came to LA 2-3 days ago, bro.
Got you.
So, literally just taking in all this scenery, bro.
yeah,
So,
fire.
talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
Bro, you know,
about-
just, bro, you know what I mean? LA is a place, bro. LA is a beautiful place, bro. You know, keep your dreams going, you know what I mean? I just got out here too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
true.
It's all very new, but you know what I mean? This place can swallow you up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
You gotta stay grounded. You gotta stay who you are, bro.
You were about to hit me with the jazz quote?
Yeah, you
with
know
the
what I
jazz
mean?
quote? LA,
yeah.
go ahead,
You know,
go ahead.
You know, this place will try to make you forget who you are and where you come from. Don't let it do that.
I
You know
won't,
what I'm saying?
I won't.
All right,
Jabari,
man.
thank you so much, all right? Stay blessed, stay true. And honestly, look, this is gonna sound corny, but everything really happens for a reason,
Oh,
bro.
yeah, bro.
I told you I came from Chicago. I've been in LA for 3 days.
Yeah.
Would you believe me that each day I've been in LA, I've met somebody famous, bro?
Crazy, bro.
I'm serious. And not on some, you know, Hollywood searching, celebrity searching.
Yeah, just like
No,
naturally, yeah.
Naturally.
That's what happens in LA, bro. You know,
Really?
Out here, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I understand you guys are
Yeah.
normal people. I get it. You know, you're still normal people. I get that. But the whole factor of being a celebrity, does it ever, like, you know, you ever have to pause and be like, wait, you know, I can't do exactly the normal things
Yeah, for
that,
sure.
like,
For sure, yeah. I'm learning that shit now.
Yeah?
For sure. Hell yeah, bro.
man, but that's experience. What do you got going on right now? You just chilling? You
Yeah,
just
I'm about to go out to the crib, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Sure.
This is crazy meeting you, bro.
sir.
And, you know, it's really a blessing. One last thing,
Yeah.
you give Manuel a shout out and all the people from Chicago. Manuel, can you give Manuel a shout out?
Shout out to Manuel. Shout out to Chicago. You know the vibes.
All right, appreciate you.
sir.
Humble Honcho checking out with Jabari Banks. All right, you guys have a blessed one.